Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot coming at you with another event recap. This time, we're going over month 3 of Dark Crisis. We got, well, 3 books to look at, so starting off with Dark Crisis number 3. So in Dark Crisis number 2, we had the Secret Society's attack on Titan's Tower. John Kent and Nightwing worked teamed together to take on Deathstroke and Cyborg Superman. They won, but largely though because Pariah insisted that Slade not kill the Titans as he had apparently initially planned to. But Black Adam showed up and said the blame was on Nightwing for what happened at Titan's Tower. So we got more of the world reacting. Turns out Beast Boy is alive. The Titans and a few of their allies, a few of the members of the Bat family are at the hospital keeping an eye on him. And it's very much the sentiment largely is that, they wish they'd get together, that it was more than just, moments like this that brought them all together. The disappearance of Young Justice is also brought up by Cassandra Cain. And Black Adam is trying to mold this new Justice League into what he thinks the Justice League should be. Basically willing to do what the Justice League, the previous iteration of the Justice League, would not. And to the point of taking Count Vertigo prisoner with the intent of killing him, while Robin, Damian, agrees with this. Everyone else is like, no, that's not what heroes do. And John Kent gets up in his face. Yara Flor enters. And Black Adam basically just kind of, okay, fine, you guys are a waste of time, and leaves. It does seem like the new league is kind of going their separate ways. Damian and John have a bit of a falling out. But they're interrupted by the arrival of the Justice Society. Kind of saying, hey, there's not a Justice League. How about a society, though? Deathstroke is trying to fight Pariah's influence, but the Secret Society found someone trying to sneak into Deathstroke to his headquarters. His daughter, Rose. Who realizes something is very wrong with her father. And he manages to spread the darkness that has affected him to the other members of the Secret Society, and apparently also, and possibly also to Rose. But something I'm just now noticing is that apparently she once again has both eyes. The Green Lanterns are on riot in Sector 666, where the Black Lantern is holding Necron prisoner. Um, a group of the Earth Lanterns go into the Black Lantern to figure out what's going on. Run right in, and basically walk right into Pariah. Well, maybe not Pariah's trap, but yeah. And they discover that the League is not in fact dead, but rather um, each being kept on their own Earth. But Hal Jordan manages to get into one that John Stewart's on. The Lanterns that show up to greet him there explain that he's Inspector John Stewart. And we catch up with Black Adam, reuniting with some former allies, the Legion of Doom, and that is where the issue ends. For as big a deal as the story's supposed to be, there have not been a lot of tie-ins, and for that I'm kind of thankful. But moving on to our next one, we've got Dark Crisis Young Justice number 3. Where we left off, our heroes were face to face with the Trinity of Trauma: Lex Luthor, Captain Boomerang, and Deathstroke, who apparently had Wonder Girl held prisoner. They deal with the three villains, and while Impulse ends up getting Deathstroke dead to rights, Wonder Girl encourages him to finish him off, but Impulse explains that when he speeds up or slows down, the world looks off, it's like an old computer program with tracking lines leading straight to Cassie, leading Bart to wonder if maybe she's controlling the whole thing. As soon as they're defeated, the Trinity of Trauma disappears, basically when our heroes aren't looking. Impulse is trying to explain what he's seen to Tim and Connor, but they're not exactly receptive. Especially not Connor, who kind of likes it there. He's Superboy. He's the thought of it as being the logical successor to the Superman legacy. But Tim and Connor have a bit of a falling out about the fact that Connor kind of likes the way things are in this reality. But while Impulse runs, he arrives into the city, and it's much like how the simulation he grew up in was. It's taking a minute, since he's moving so quickly, to catch up, so to speak. Cassie shows up, however. Shows Impulse. Look! You've got so many fans on this world. And then she snaps her fingers. She then meets with Tim. They talk about things, and very much, a lot of the, hey, you're not going to be passed over for everything. On that earth, you'll never on the earth on the earth you're pulled from, you'll never be Batman. But Tim says, "What if he wants to go back anyway?" And again, Cassie snaps her fingers. Then she catches up with Connor, who finally realizes that Bart was right about Cassie, and something's wrong with something's definitely off with Cassie. And once again, she snaps her fingers. And the three of them awake, seated on the watchtower, with the League and the Titans saying they're going to make Young Justice accept the truth of the reality they're currently in. And that is where our issue ends. Things are definitely getting interesting there. And then we have our final tie-in. In Flash 785, wrapping up the hunt for Barry Allen, or the search for Barry Allen. So, Wally's wife, Linda, takes one of the bracelets and goes through the portal, while Jay and Irie are dealing with a kid who seems to know a few things about the Dark Flash. Apparently, it's basically Barry with a more Batman-ish origin. Our post-apocalyptic Flash is helped by continues to be assisted by Jesse Quick and Max Mercury. Meanwhile, Wallace is at the West House and the Allen household and being shown that he's just as important. He's such an important part of the Flash family. This is interspersed with images of Barry beating up on Wally. When Linda comes through the portal and punches Barry, snapping him out of the whole thing, realizing that he wasn't fighting Zoom, he was fighting Wally. But Jay and Irie work with their new allies to stop Dark Flash. However, it's revealed that their new allies, in fact, the crime lord that killed Barry's parents. Only the chemicals that made Barry Dark Flash basically reversed his aging, so he appears to be a child. But Jay Garrick manages to step through, prevents Dark Flash from attacking Jay and Irie, but Jay and Irie inform Jay what's going on with the kid, but apparently their bracelet is gone. Jay and Dark Flash come to an understanding, and Jay helps to get Jay and Irie home. Mad Barry does what he can to save his Earth, but Wallace sees the truth of the reality as Barry and Wally show up, and Barry, Wally, Wallace, and Linda head through the portal and go back to Earth Zero. Start to head back to Earth Zero. While however, Barry explains that he's gonna break off from the others and try and save the League. And so the Flash family, again, sans Barry, all returns are 0. With Barry's story continuing in Dark Crisis number 4. But that is where the issue ends. The Dark Crisis it's not just the money factor that makes me appreciate the lack of tie-ins to Dark Crisis. It's also the fact that it makes the story easier to follow. So, but anyway, that is going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.